So you're in First Robotics, you are doing marketing. You're trying to figure out who's my audience, who am I talking to? Well, in this video, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. If you haven't seen the first video I put out on marketing in First Robotics, I would go watch that one. It's going to be probably up here somewhere. So there's a lot of different people that of course can be your audience when you're doing marketing for robotics. Some of those people are going to change depending on, again, what your goal is. But the four main ones that I would say are probably the most common are going to be students, parents, business owners, and mentors. So the first one, students, obviously seems pretty apparent, right? You need to get students on the robotics team. Therefore, the audience that you're trying to talk to are students. And those students could be high schoolers, grades 9 through 12, or could be maybe middle schoolers, 7th and 8th, or, that whole range. Knowing your audience on that regard is important because high school students are going to join robotics for a different reason than probably 7th and 8th grade students are going to join robotics for. At the high school level, you've got jobs and you've got students that can drive and they've got friends and more complex social lives. The reason they're going to be joining robotics may be because they're looking ahead to college and they're looking to see what skills they can learn from the robotics team that may look good on a resume for a college application. Not as common as you think, by the way. Most of the time, from what I've gathered, is students basically join robotics because they just want to have fun. If having fun for them is building a robot, if having fun for them is doing just things with the team and socializing, etc. 7th and 8th grade, from what I've understood, is also just they think science is cool and they think robots are cool, right? And their technology is cool. Sometimes they're like, I don't even know what I want to do. I just thought robots sound fun and I wanted to come out and that was it. So student audience, one. Second audience, which is actually probably, in my opinion, more important than the student audience, is parents. A lot of times when it comes to recruitment, parents are the ones who sign their students up for activities, not the student themselves. So if you can talk to parents about why robotics is cool or how it's interesting or how it's going to set their student up for success in the future and after high school, et cetera, a lot of times they will be the ones who will bring it to their student and be like, hey, did you know your team or your school has a robotics team? Have you seen this before? Check this out. This is really cool. Would you want to do this? I'm going to sign you up for this. Parents are a big audience, one that you can't ignore. So when it comes to recruitment, they're important. Parents also, though, are business owners. I mean, they run businesses, or they of course, they work for businesses, and their businesses may do charitable donations or sponsored things. And so talking to parents about recruitment as well as sponsorship is a big audience that you don't want to forget about, because that can also help you to bring in funding. That also hits the mentor side of it as well. So, mentors are people that you want on the team because they bring skills that, as a single mentor, you can't do it all. There's no way, or at least not very effective, in my opinion. You need more people, and you need people that are specialized in doing different things, right? Parents, a lot of times, are people that you can pull from for mentorship. They may have a student on the team, or it could be someone in the community who, again, just wants to be a part of something cool, and they have spare time and they have skill set, and you get them on the team and they mentor that way. And then, of course, you have business owners, which mainly are for funding and sponsorship, which, by the way, too, when it comes to sponsorship and funding, money is obviously important, but that's not the only way that you can get help from businesses. Maybe they have just parts and pieces that they could donate. But you also could ask a business if they could provide a mentor for your team. Maybe they can't give you dollars, but they're like, hey, is there anyone in your business who would be interested in mentoring on our team? If you can't give us money, that's okay. But maybe someone could come in once a week and help us understand how to do this thing or build this or weld or cut metal or program or whatever. Great way to get sponsorship. And maybe down the road, it does lead to funding, right? But it's a start. So what's the point of figuring out who our audience is? Well, that is going to help us determine what kind of content we should make based on who we are trying to target. If we're going to be making content for students, then we're going to want to make content that's probably more entertaining, that's showing students on the team having fun, or things that students are going to be interested in seeing. If we're targeting parents, then we're going to want to make content that's probably structured around how robotics is helping their students or impacting their student, and why they would want their student to be on the robotics team. So this may be behind the scenes of things happening at practice. It could be pictures of events and students in general just learning really cool skills. For business owners, we're going to want to make content that is targeted at how their sponsorship or potential funding is helping the team and how it's growing students to be STEM professionals that could eventually go into the field that business may want to recruit from later. And as for mentors, we probably want to make content that's going to show mentors on the team and the impact that they have on student lives, as well as the different departments and areas of expertise that they could join the team and mentor on. So by making content that targets specific types of audiences, it's going to help your team achieve the goals that they set for themselves depending on what they're trying to accomplish. This is where the strategy side of marketing comes into play, and it's really what differentiates teams that are just posting on social media or making content willy-nilly, and the teams that are actually accomplishing the goals that they set for themselves by using marketing smart and strategically. Now, I'm not going to go into my content creation process in this video, but that is something I am going to be talking about on my channel and in future videos. So if you want to see more content like this and learn how to use marketing more strategically on your first robotics team, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so that the next time I post a video, you'll see it. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.